Hey friends and family, and welcome to another video. This is a 2-night, 3-day trip to Gyeongju. I just arrived at the Dongtan station. Thankfully my uncle was gracious enough to give me a ride here. They just announced that the 9:20 train, which is the train that I'm taking, will be boarding very soon. I'm just gonna take the escalator down here, but I grabbed some breakfast, some goma kimbap, so basically very small versions of the Korean sushi. And a coffee, and of course, snacks. And yes, Koreans eat rice for breakfast. Don't question it. We like a hearty breakfast. This is who we are. Tastes great. Veggies, meats, everything. It's all in there. People are sleeping, babies, and just a lot of people in really close quarters. So I can't film, I can't talk to myself. You have to whisper when you talk to your friends or family. So rules are very tight. It's kind of hard to film, to be honest. I wanted to like film coming in, kind of show you the whole how the train looks like from the inside, but I can't do it. I just can't.
카드를 대어 주십시오. 감사합니다. 감사합니다.
Okay, the bus ride was actually faster than I thought. I predicted 40 minutes, 20 minutes. Can't check into the Airbnb until 2 o'clock, so I'm gonna have to do something. Probably eat.
See, the weird thing about this camera is that when you click the record button, it expands, like it gets closer, so you gotta constantly readjust for that. Anyways, but I'm at a place called Awesome. Prices here are a little bit expensive than the more regular restaurants that I've been to since now. Usually a plate for rice and like a meat is say $6 to $7, maybe $8 in the higher range. But here it starts at 10. So $10 just is like 10,000 won. So basically $10. So hopefully it'll be good.
The idea is you have to mix all the meats and the rice together. And in Korean it's just called a tteopbap. So bulgogi tteopbap. So this is the bulgogi. Just beef, marinated beef is really good with the rice and a bunch of other side dishes. Okay, honest opinion. It wasn't worth the money. Yeah, there was a lot of side dishes, and he was like, "Hey, you can refill it as many times as you wanted." But everything was kind of cold. Expect things to be hot, you know. It's a hot dish. But for now, I think it's not the street, but I'm just gonna go find a cafe. Still have some time to kill, so probably edit the videos and the clips that I filmed before, and then make it to my Airbnb. Okay, so we made it to my Airbnb. It's pretty nice, very clean. The host just had all the blankets and all the pillows. I don't know. In Korean terms, we call it disinfecting it in the sun, because like the moisture left in the blankets kind of evaporate, and the sun kind of warms it up. It's like almost like a natural dryer, but it's pretty nice. Washroom, everything is all in one room, connected. I heard the ground, the actual floor heats up if you get cold at night, so you can request that. All the fridge is filled with cold water if you need it. And yeah, no bed, but I've kind of used to it. I've grown up like that, sleeping on the ground, so excited. So where I am right now is called a place called Daeryungwon. So it's a park. It's a park within the city, and it's basically like a fancier graveyard without the tombstones. And instead of tombstones, the Koreans decided to put mounds of like rocks and souls just piled on top of the grave. And some of these are bigger than the other, and the reason for that is because if they're royalty or if it's just a commoner, that kind of differs in the size of the grave or the mound in this case. There's a lot around these. There's one that you can actually walk into, but it's a little big line, so I might not go in there. Apparently there's ones in India and like parts of Europe, like a graveyard like type like this, and they found one in South Korea. It just looks really great. There's this one area where these two mounds meet and people can walk across and take pictures, actually right behind me. But there's also a line there, so I'm gonna try to wait out, try to get a cool picture or a video of me walking through. If not, I'm satisfied with what I see here. It's really nice. I'm glad the weather is super bright. It makes the scenery that much extra better. So that was the Cheongseomdae Observatory. So it's basically, I thought it was some kind of like tower for wartime. It's like a watchtower kind of thing, but I was wrong. It's actually an astronomical observatory. It apparently is the oldest one in all of East Asia, so that's pretty cool. And it's considered a national treasure. It's really hot right now. Got myself a Pocari sweat. It's like ion drink. Gives you a bit of electrolytes, a little bit of sugars that I've been sweating off. One thing that I'm not gonna let myself do is get dehydrated and possibly get a headache or heat exhaustion. Like, no. And this, how much did it cost? Too much. So after walking around Gyeongju, where my Airbnb is, and I've been walking around in circles for a couple hours, I think, just stopping here and there, looking at stores and stuff, I couldn't find really what I wanted to eat for supper. So, when in doubt, get some chicken. And there's something about Korean fried chicken you gotta understand. It's on a whole different level. It's indescribably amazing. You gotta try it to know what I'm talking about. I also went to a store. It was kind of like a old style convenience store. They only sell old style like toys and snacks and stuff. So this was what I like knew. It's called Apollo, I guess, if you translate it. But it's basically just little straw tubes filled with like sugary like paste. It's not like they taste really good. You don't know what I'm talking about. You gotta try it. And these stuff, I don't know. They look old. I think my parents would know these. They probably grew up with them. But I just got something that looks, somewhat edible. Excited to try these out, and definitely inhaling that chicken. So I'm gonna start editing. Got myself a big thing of water. Snacks. And yeah, let's get editing.